Hello students, today we start with the lecture 3 of special relativity, that is on relativistic mechanics unit 4 for the BSc final year. Now today we will take the topic transformation equation for the momentum and the energy. Again we consider two inertial frame of references, capital S and S dash. So let us take S and S dash be two inertial frame of references such that S dash is moving with uniform velocity v with respect to S. And here we consider motion of a particle of mass m in S, and with respect to S dash it is having the mass m dash. So we have motion of a particle, that is a particle of mass m is moving with velocity u bar with respect to S. Now we derive here the transformations of momentum and energy. Now in an inertial frame S, we know that the linear momentum is given by mass into velocity, that is p bar equal to m into u bar. Now according to the transformation of mass, we have m equal to, that is relativistic mass is m naught upon under root of 1 minus u square by c square, and this u bar as it is. If I denote by beta 1 upon under root of 1 minus u square by c square, then this becomes beta m naught into u bar, that is m is we have substituted as beta m naught. Now we will write it in component form, components x, y, z components of linear momentum p bar as px, py, pz, which is equal to beta m naught into u bar. U bar has components ux, uy, uz. Now we equate component wise, so with that we can get px as beta m naught into ux, py as beta m naught into uy, and pz as beta m naught into uz. Call it as 1. Also we have to derive the energy, that is the total energy of the system. We know by from the mass energy equivalence relation that E equal to mc square. Again we have m is equal to beta m naught, so we write E equal to beta m naught into c square. Let us call this as 2. Now this is the position in the frame capital S. Now same we have to derive it in S dash, and we have to find out the relation between the terms in S and S dash. So in S dash frame, let us consider px dash, which is equal to, in the similar way we will get px dash as beta dash m naught into ux dash, py dash as beta dash m naught into uy dash, and pz dash as beta dash m naught into uz dash. Similarly, energy E dash in S dash is given by m dash into c square, that is beta dash m naught into c square. Now in this case beta dash will be 1 upon square root of 1 minus u dash square upon c square, similar to beta. Now we have to transform these in dashed terms into the undashed term, that is the terms in S dash into the we relate it with the terms in S. Now we know that there is the transformation of the velocity of the particle is given by ux dash is ux minus v upon 1 minus v by c square into ux, uy dash is given by uy upon alpha into 1 minus v by c square ux, uz dash is uz upon alpha into 1 minus v by c square into ux. This we have derived in second unit of the same paper. And also we have the transformation of the Lorentz contraction factor, that is under root of 1 minus u dash square by c square is given by this relation. Now we have beta dash is 1 upon under root of 1 minus u dash square by c square. So we take reciprocal of this term. So taking reciprocal of it, we will get this term in the numerator. These two terms were 1 upon under root of 1 minus u square by c square is beta. So we denote it by beta, and 1 upon under root of 1 minus v square by c square is alpha. So alpha is, we have 1 upon under root of 1 minus v square by c square. So we have substituted it in the form of alpha and beta, and we have written that beta dash is alpha beta into 1 minus v by c square into ux. Let us substitute these values in this px dash, py dash, pz dash, and v dash. So we have substituted value of beta dash ux dash, beta dash uy dash, beta dash uz dash, and beta dash, so that we can get it in this form. Px dash is equal to, just substituting the values, alpha beta 1 minus v by c square ux into m naught ux minus v upon 1 minus v by c square ux. We will find that these two terms will get cancelled, and we are left with the two terms, that is alpha beta m naught into ux minus v. So here beta m naught is nothing but m, so we just rewrite it as alpha into m ux minus v. This is px dash. So px dash is alpha into m into ux minus m into v, just multiplying by m. or taking m inside the bracket, because we know that mass into velocity is the linear momentum and this is the x component, so we denote it by px. Also we have the mass energy equivalence, from that E equal to mc square, so we can write m here as E by c square. So substituting value of m in the second term and we can write it in this form. Now in py dash also we have substituted the values of beta dash and uy dash, so that we can cancel these two terms. Here alpha will also get cancelled and this second term 1 minus v by c square ux will also get cancelled. So here you will find that beta m naught, that is m into uy, but m into uy, that is mass into y component of velocity, that is nothing but y component of the linear momentum, which is denoted by py. Similarly we can show that pz dash is equal to pz. Now E dash, in E dash also we substitute value of beta dash. So just substituting value of beta dash as alpha beta into 1 minus v by c square into ux, m naught c square as it is, we will get this term in this form. Now beta m naught we denoted by m, so it is alpha into this bracket beta m naught as m into c square as it is. So it is alpha into 1 minus v by c square ux into again E equal to mc square. So we are using that here. So we can write here alpha into, just multiplying this bracket by E, so E minus v by c square E into ux. Now again we have E is equal to mc square, for the second term we substitute in bracket, so E equal to mc square is substituted, so that c square will get cancelled. Again you will find m into ux, that is mass into x component of velocity, which is nothing but x component of the linear momentum, that is px. So we will get E dash as alpha into E minus v into px. These are the required transformations. We can obtain the inverse of these transformation just interchanging prime to unprime and unprime to prime terms and v by minus v, so that we will get the inverse of these linear momentum and energy transformations. So thus we have px dash, py dash, pz dash and E by c transforms in the same way as the space-time coordinates x dash, y dash, z dash and ct dash in Lorentz transformations. That is, we have px dash is alpha times px minus v by c into E by c, py dash is py, pz dash is pz and E dash by c is alpha times E by c minus v by c into px. Now we define the core momentum vector, that is pi, by pi is equal to p1, p2, p3, p4, 4 components. Now p1, p2, p3 are nothing but x, y, z components of p bar, that is px, py, pz, and fourth component p4 is E by c. Now we have to solve example based on this transformation. Show that the quantity p square minus E square by c square is invariant, whose numerical value we have to derive it as m naught minus m naught c square, m naught square c square. Now to determine this is invariant, we must show that p dash square minus e dash square by c square is same as p square minus e square by c square. So we use p dash. What is p dash? It is the linear momentum in p bar dash, we can call it is the linear momentum in s dash system. So p bar dash has x, y, z components, px dash, py dash and pz dash. So p dash square, that is equal to px dash square plus py dash square plus pz dash square, which is required, where px dash, py dash, pz dash has these transformations, e dash by c is having same transformation which we have already derived. Now we find out p dash square minus e dash square by c square. Now what is p dash square? P dash square is px dash square plus py dash square plus pz dash square. Now what is px dash? Px dash is this. So square of this is alpha square into px minus v by c, e by c whole square. What is py dash? It is py. So py dash square will be py square. Similarly pz dash square is pz square minus e square, e dash square by c square. So e dash by c we are having that as alpha into e by c minus v by c px. So we just take square of it. Now we simplify this using whole square formula. We will get here px square minus 2v by c into e by c into px and plus v square by c square, e square by c square plus py square, pz square as it is. Similarly we solve this square, we will get this. You will find that these two terms are same with negative sign, because here it is minus, this is minus minus plus, so we can cancel it. Now we collect the same type of terms, that is px square, terms of px square, terms of py square, pz square and e square by c square. So we will get here alpha square common. So if I take alpha square common for this, so these are the terms. So alpha square is taken common, px square is also common, so it is 1. Here it is minus v square by c square. So it is alpha square 1 minus v square by c square into px square plus py square plus pz square as it is. Similarly, we will take out common alpha square into e square by c square. So from this we are taking this term. So it is minus term. So we have taken this term minus alpha square into e square by c square. So no term will be left, that is 1 will be here, minus, because minus minus plus, so minus this term p square by c square into e square by c square. Now we know that alpha is equal to 1 upon under root of 1 minus v square by c square. So from this we will get alpha square into 1 minus v square by c square is equal to 1. So we will get this term equal to 1 and this term equal to 1. So we are left with px square plus py square plus pz square minus e square by c square. But px square plus py square plus pz square similar to this is p square. So I can write it as p square minus e square by c square. Thus we have shown that p dash square minus e dash square by c square is equal to p square minus e square by c square. This shows that the p square minus e square by c square is invariant under the transformation. Now we have to find out its numerical value. So we use the formula for the linear momentum as mass into velocity, and for energy, mass energy equivalence as E equal to mc square. So if I put here p square minus e square by c square as p as m square u square, p square as m square u square minus e square as mc square whole square upon c square as it is, you will find that one of the c square will get cancelled and we are left with the terms m square u square minus m square c square. You will find here, if I take minus m square c square common, so this term is taken common with negative sign, so it will be 1 will be left here. We take here minus of u square by c square. Now we know that 1 upon beta is equal to 1 upon under root of 1 minus u square by c square. So if I square it, I will get here 1 minus u square by c square equal to 1 upon beta square. So we are using this here for this term as 1 upon beta square. So minus of 1 upon beta square m square c square. Again, what is m? M is beta m naught. So we can put the value of m as beta m naught. So its square is beta square m naught square. You will find that beta square will get cancelled and we are left with the term minus m naught square c square, which is the required numerical value. Thus we have shown that p square minus e square by c square has the numerical value minus of m naught square by c square. Now using the same formula, we have to solve another example, that is next example. Prove that E is equal to c under root of p square plus m naught square c square and d by dp is u. Now as it is in continuation to this, but if it is asked separately, you have to derive the same solution of the previous example and then continue it. So we have just now we have shown that p square minus e square by c square is minus of m naught square c square. So from this, if I find out this e square by c square taking on other side, it will be p square and this minus becomes plus m naught square c square equal to e square by c square. So cross multiplying, you will get e square equal to c square into p square plus m naught square c square. Taking square root of both the sides, you will get e equal to c into under root of p square plus m naught square c square, which is this. Okay. From this you can find e by c as under root of p square plus m naught square c square. Now differentiating this, e equal to c under root of p square plus m naught square c square, and using the formula of differentiation, we will get de by dp as left hand side is function of p. So differentiating with respect to p, we will get e equal to d by dp equal to c upon 2 root of p square plus m naught square c square into derivative of p square is twice p. So 2 will get cancelled. So we are left with cp upon under root of p square m naught square c square. But what is p square under root of p square m naught square c square? So under root of p square m naught square c square is e by c. So we substitute it. So we will get c square p upon E. But P is mass into velocity, that is m into u, and E is mc square. So substituting values of P and E, we are left with the term only u, which is the velocity of the particle or speed of the particle. Thus we have dE by dP equal to u. So here this topic has been completed. We will continue with the next lecture, that is on tomorrow, lecture 4 of the same unit. Thank you for watching the video, and let's comment your suggestions so that I can improve teaching or I can solve your difficulties. You are having my WhatsApp number, so kindly contact me on WhatsApp. Thank you.